Good morning, O'Neill. I hope everyone's having a fantastic day today. I hope you enjoyed our 3-day weekend, and we are here for a terrific Tuesday. We did not have school on Monday because it was Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday. And so I hope you were able to take that day to remember all of the amazing things he did for our country, for civil rights, and hopefully got to watch a movie or read a book or attend any kind of event that remembered him for his amazing accomplishments. This week is a lot of testing going on this week. So we have our DLB testing. And so I know a lot of teachers are doing those F&P tests with our students off to the side. And I want to thank all of our students for reading and trying your best, and also being respectful and courteous to those students who are working while you're doing your assignments without the teacher's direction. So thank you. We do have access testing as well continuing. And please make sure that you're taking your time, you're listening to all the directions, you're reading everything that you're supposed to, because the more you're able to focus on it, the more we know how much you're growing. And that's important. And then we also have the 5 Essential Survey, and that's for our 4th, 5th, and 6th graders. Teachers, remember to use the student state ID to register for those surveys. And again, students, take your time with this. Ask questions if you're not sure what a certain word means. We're here to help you, because that information from that survey helps us make improvements for school. And so we really want to know what you like about our school, what you don't like about our school, and what you want improved on. And for families, that goes for you as well. Parents, please take the 5 Essential Survey so we are able to know how you want our school to be improved as well. And then today, Tuesday, we have Switch Day Monday. So that means 2nd and 1st grade will have specials today. Unfortunately, 4th grade will not. So we all take our turns one way or another, right? Okay, so in honor of Martin Luther King's birthday, I have a book that is fabulous. It's called Let the Children March. And I really love this book because it also shows that as students, as children, you have the power to make change. And so let's check out what this book is. And it is by Monica Clark Robinson and illustrated by Frank Morrison. Let the Children March. 1963, Birmingham, Alabama. I couldn't play on the same playground as the white kids. I couldn't go to their schools. I couldn't drink from their water fountains. There were so many things that I couldn't do. One warm spring night, my family went to church. We weren't there to have regular service. We were there to hear Dr. King speak. We were there to plan. He wanted to raise an army of peaceful protesters to fight for freedom. His brown eyes flashing fire and love. Dr. King told us the time had come to march. If I march, Mama says, I'll lose my job. Sure enough. I can't march, Dad said. I got a family to feed. The weight of the world rested on our parents' shoulders. But this burden, this time, did not have to be theirs to bear. I don't have a boss to fear, my brother said, or a job to lose. We can march this time. We'll be in Dr. King's army, I said. I'll be fine, Daddy, I promised. Don't worry, Mama. Dr. King didn't like children being put in harm's way. He was a daddy too, after all. But he said that though we were young, we were not too young to want our freedom. Let the children march. They'll lead the way. You guys are leading the way in so many ways, and I'm proud of you every day. On May 2nd, a sunny Thursday, boys and girls, brothers and sisters, cousins and friends, we all met at the church dressed in our best, feet ready. In a silence so loud that all I could hear was my racing heart, we began to walk. Hand in hand we marched, so frightened, yet certain of what was right for freedom. The path may be long and troubled, but I'm going to walk on. Would I be hurt? Would we be heard? Would it all be worth it in the end? I wanted to run from the angry faces in the crowd, run from danger, run from fear. Boys and girls, brothers and sisters, cousins and friends, on and on we marched and we marched. Singing the songs of freedom, 1,000 strong, we came. Hate dodged my heels all that day, its yellowed canine teeth sharp, but courage walked by my side and kept me going. Disperse or you'll be jailed, the police shouted the first day. Disperse or you'll get wet, the police shouted the second day. Disperse or we'll release the dogs, the police shouted the third day. We did not disperse. We kept on marching. We wouldn't stop until things started to change. I don't know how they could have done that to kids. Hundreds of us went to jail on the first day, and even more on the second. My turn wasn't until the third day. After I was sprayed by water, stronger than anything I've ever felt, rough hands pushed me forward and I fell onto my knees. In the police wagon, I was going to jail. Dr. King reassured our parents. Don't worry about your children, he said. They're going to be all right. Don't hold them back if they want to go to jail, for they are doing the job for not only themselves, but for all of Americans and for all mankind. That night, crowded into a cell too small for even half of the kids, we sang, "We shall overcome. Ain't gonna let nobody turn me around. And freedom is coming." Our parents couldn't be there with us, but still we sang, wrapped in the proud and loving arms of our ancestors. I was still in jail, but we heard that the next day and the next, more kids marched. The water hoses they used to sting us could not stop our fierce tide. The path may be long and troubled, but I'm going to walk on. Turn the other cheek, we had been taught. Show love where there is hate. The world watched as hate bruised us. But for 7 days we walked only in love. The jails swelled to bursting, and even President Kennedy took notice. Daddy said the president received letters and calls about us from all over the world. Our march would become a memory, a small part of a larger story, but we had been heard, and the seeds of revolution were sown. Two days and nights I stayed in the jail. Some stayed even longer. When I left, I was tired and sore, and my best dress was ripped. But my smile was as wide as the Mississippi River, and I had made a difference. I'm so proud of you, baby girl, Mama said. Your march is what made them see, with nothing more than our feet, our voices, and courage. We had done what others could not. Change was right around the corner. We felt it like a cool breeze in the Alabama August. On May 10th, the great news rang out. Dr. King had reached an agreement with the white leaders of the city. Desegregation would begin. One month later, I was playing on a playground I'd never been allowed to play on before. 2 months later, my family ate at a diner we'd never been allowed to eat in before. Our march made the difference. We children led the way. Singing the songs of freedom, 1,000 strong, we came. Here we go. And that's some actual pictures. Fire hoses being sprayed on children. You have a voice, and it is meaningful. You have a voice, and it can change the world. When you see something that you don't think is right, scream it from the rooftops. Tell everyone and anyone that will listen. There are adults here for you. Be it something small that you'd like to change or something huge within your community or society. You can make the change. And I believe in you. And I know Dr. King does as well. I hope you have a very terrific Tuesday.